Y2K. The last few moments of 1999, there was this weird electric buzz in the air, a global superstition that when the clocks rolled over, the world's digital infrastructure would just stop. Planes would drop, power grids would die, society would crater all because of a few lines of code. We stockpiled water. We pulled cash from the ATM. We partied like it was the end of the world. And then the clock struck midnight, and nothing happened. The sigh of relief was audible around the globe. We laughed at ourselves at how we'd panicked over a digital ghost story. But looking back, maybe we missed the real story. We were so worried about the machines breaking that we never asked what would happen when they worked perfectly. What if the real Y2K bug wasn't in the code that failed, but in the dream of a world that succeeded? A world where everything was about to get a whole lot easier. The 21st century didn't bring a collapse, it brought an explosion of convenience. The internet became a utility. The smartphone put a supercomputer in every pocket. With a single click, you could have a car at your door, dinner on your table, any movie ever made on your screen. The promise was intoxicating. It came from a deeply human desire to get rid of the boring, frustrating parts of life. At our core, we're built to conserve energy. We're smart, but we're also profoundly lazy. Given a hard road and an easy one, our instincts scream to take the easy one. Why wrestle with a map when a voice can tell you where to turn? Why spend a morning in the library when all knowledge is one search away? This was the great project. Build a frictionless world. A world where desire met zero effort. We'd outsource the boring stuff to technology, freeing us up for something. We were becoming prosthetic gods, summoning the world with a tap. The goal was to make life better. The problem was, we never defined what better actually meant. I remember my grandfather fixing a broken toaster. It took an afternoon. Tinkering, squinting, and a row of tiny screws on a towel. Today, I'd have a new one at my door in hours with a click. We call that progress. But every convenience we gain is a skill we lose. As our tools got smarter, we got less, so not in brain power but in practical competence. GPS wrecked our ability to build mental maps. Autocorrect means we don't have to know how to spell. We don't fix things, we replace them. Individually, these are tiny losses. But together, they mark a shift in how we relate to the world. We've started to see any difficulty as a flaw in the system. A bug that needs a patch. We no longer engage with the process. We just want the commodity. We don't want the craft of warming a home. We just want heat. We don't want the art of cooking. We just want a meal. By removing friction, we removed the opportunity to get good at something. We lost the satisfaction of solving a problem with our own two hands. We traded the rewarding struggle of competence for the hollow ease of consumption. We were so happy saving time, we didn't notice what we were giving up. This world wasn't just about convenient things, it was about convenient people. Social media promised a global village, and in some ways it worked. But it replaced the work of real connection with a shallow, low-friction alternative. We scroll highlight reels instead of sitting with people in their messy reality. We trade long letters for a blizzard of texts. The tyranny of tiny tasks. These digital handshakes give the feeling of connection without the substance. We have thousands of friends, but a deficit of face-to-face interaction. We are systematically engineering casual moments out of our lives. Self-checkouts, contactless delivery, remote work. The result is a paradox. We live in the most connected time in history, yet face an epidemic of loneliness. We're surrounded by digital ghosts, screens glowing while we sit physically alone. We optimize for connection, but got a life that feels fine, but not fulfilling. The most dangerous cost isn't our skills, it's our sense of purpose. Meaning isn't found, it's forged in struggle. A frictionless life is a life without traction. It's the feeling of drifting because there's nothing to push against. We need focal practices, activities that demand our focus and engagement. The things that anchor us in reality. But convenience culture whispers, don't bother. Why learn guitar when a playlist exists? Why garden when vegetables are at the store? Technology offers the result without the transformative process. When we take the path of least resistance, we become passive consumers. We watch, we scroll, we consume, but we don't do. We end up in a state of comfortable numbness, where nothing is terribly wrong, but nothing feels truly right. We forgot that overcoming a challenge is what gives life its shape. So, how do we make it right? The answer isn't to smash our phones. Technology is a tool, its value is in how you use it. The solution is intentional friction. deliberately choosing the harder path sometimes, because the struggle is where the good stuff is. Recognizing that the easy way isn't always the best way. This is about small, daily rebellions against the tyranny of ease. Walk into the store, cooking a meal from scratch, reading a physical book without notifications, calling a friend just to hear their voice. These aren't chores, they're opportunities. They are how we reclaim our skills and our sense of self. Choosing depth over convenience, engagement over consumption, a meaningful life over a life of mere ease. We got here by following a human instinct to its empty conclusion. We built a paradise of ease, but paved over the things that make life worth living. We traded the vibrant struggle of being human for a sterile simulation. The world didn't go wrong because of a computer bug. It went wrong when we believed a better life was just an easier one. We forgot to ask if we were optimizing away our own purpose. The question isn't whether technology is good or bad. The question is, what are you willing to struggle for? If you're looking for more meaning, consider subscribing. What's one convenience you're ready to give up? Let me know in the comments.